Hello, my name is Oluwatoyin David. I'm a virtual assistant and also a virtual assistant mentor. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you how to become a virtual assistant and also be introducing to you what a virtual assistant means. I know a lot of people hear the term virtual assistant and then you are like, what does it mean? You really don't know what a virtual assistant means, and then you don't know what people who are virtual assistants do. So we are going to be talking about that in this video. But before I move on, I'd like you to subscribe and join our channel. There are a lot of goodies for you. You'll get to join our community. You'll get to have access to job opportunities, internships, network with other virtual assistants, and also learn from the tips we'll be sharing consequently on this channel. So please subscribe and then tell a friend to tell a friend. Now, before I move on, I'm also going to share a short story with you of how I started. Like, I started as a business owner. I had no idea about virtual assistant. I don't even think I've heard of the term before. So I started as a business owner, service provider, offering my services to clients. And then what I started with actually was a logo. And I create these logos with Canva. There's an app that helps you design, even if you have no tech skills, zero tech knowledge, you can use Canva and learn. So I started designing logos with Canva. And then because I was in a group filled with business owners, I joined the group because I also wanted to learn about business, how to grow my business then. So I joined that group. And then I was like, since business owners are in this group, they will need logo. So let me advertise, let them know that this is what I do. So, I dropped that chat, sent the message, and then they loved it. And then I got 7 people, and I designed the logo for 1,000 naira, and that was 4 years ago. So I designed it for 1,000 naira because I was just like, okay, I just found out about this app. Let me see what will happen. And then just like that, 7,000 naira, I got 7,000 naira just with my smartphone. Just with my smartphone, and I was using Canva, the free option. It wasn't the premium option. So the data I was going to exhaust before. So I was even going to exhaust data before. So my data, my smartphone, and that was how I earned 7,000 naira just like that. So I was like, no, I'm going to continue and learn more. And that was how I got here. I kept learning and learning, became a social media content creator. And then I got to work with clients, local ones, international ones, and then now I'm a mentor. I've created my course. I'm now into digital products. So so because I wanted to upskill, I didn't only want to start designing logos, I also want to do more. That was how I stumbled on a virtual assistant, and then I became a virtual assistant. So now, if you really want to know the definition of a virtual assistant, it is just with what I've shared. A virtual assistant is a business owner, a service provider, to be precise. And then you can offer your services from anywhere in the world. So you can be in your house, you can be on the sea, maybe you are traveling. You can be, anywhere, wherever you are, if you are not in Nigeria, if you are not in Africa, wherever you are, you can offer services to clients anywhere in the world. And then you can earn in any currency of your choice. It can be dollars, it can be pounds, it can be naira. So that is what a virtual assistant does. So as at that time, I just started staying at home to take care of my children. I was at home, and then I started doing this, working online, and I was getting paid and I was getting paid for it. So it is something you should really look into. So you don't really need to go through all the stress or anything of having a personal office. Just stay in your house or wherever you are, work with clients, and then you get paid. So that is what a virtual assistant does. So to become a virtual assistant now, what do you need? Like with the stories I've shared, you need skills. I was able to design a logo with Canva, so you also need skills. Are you a graphic designer? Can you design well? Are you a content creator? Can you create content well? Any form of content? Are you a content writer? Can you write well? Are you good with administrative tasks? So whatever you are good at, anything you know you can really do well, you can start off as a virtual assistant. Now you might want to ask, why can't I provide my services, just as a service provider, as a business owner? Why do I need to become a virtual assistant? The reason why you need to become a virtual assistant is for you to have a structure. Like this is your own business, this is your own personal brand, and then you get to position yourself well to work with companies, organizations who need people who can really work on site. Like they want you to work on site, just they don't really need you on site, because you can do what you want to do on site also wherever. You can do it in your house. So to position yourself as a professional out there, that is why you need to become a virtual assistant. And then what do you need? You need your skills, like I said, and then you need your smartphone or your laptop internet connection. That is what you need to start as a virtual assistant. And then you also need to work with a mentor. It really helps. You won't need to make a lot of mistakes along the way. You won't need to struggle with a lot of things, because you already have somebody who can support you, someone who's been through what you're going through already, who can really guide you and then let you know that this is what to do and this is not what to do. So this is why you really need to work with a mentor. So let's talk about the steps you need to take. Like, what steps are you going to take if you want to start as a virtual assistant today? What are the steps to take? Now, the first step is for you to create your processes, and then the first thing to have is a portfolio. If you say you're a virtual assistant, then you need a portfolio to showcase yourself, let people know more about you, more about your skills, what you can do and what you've done, and then also your pricing. So you really need to learn how to price effectively. You really need to know the rates that work in your own location. So you really need to learn all this. You also need to create your onboarding process. If you want to work with the client today, how are you going to relate to the client? What are the steps you're going to take with the client to close that client? And it starts from your discovery process. Are you going to have a discovery call? Are you going to chat? What are you going to do? Your onboarding form, your invoice. You also need a contract. It really helps to set boundaries, and then to position you as a professional in your field. So you need that contract, your client to sign it, and you will also sign it. So these are the things you need. Now the second step is also to showcase yourself as a professional. You need to go out there. You need to go all out on social media, on freelance sites. Let people know that this is what you do. You need visibility. You can't just sit in your house. I know you want to work in your house, but you can't stay in your house and expect people to hire you. You need to go out there, show up out there and be consistent. Let people know on Instagram, Facebook, Upwork. Let people know that this is what you do, these are the skills you have, and then share feedback, reviews if you've worked with clients, and then build your own personal brand. It really works. Now, in cases where freelance sites aren't working for you, a personal brand will always deliver. It will continue always work for you. You'll get clients from everywhere around the world. So it really helps you also to build relationship with clients. So you tend to close clients more on social media, because you get to build relationships with them. They see you like almost every day, and then they feel like they have a kind of emotional connection with you. So if you want to get clients, you can really get clients more on social media. If freelance sites aren't working for you now. So showcase yourself, put yourself out there. Now, you really need to also learn how to create content. This is very, very important. Putting yourself out there doesn't mean that you just post something that doesn't look good. So you really need to know how to design, even if it's going to be basic, even if you are not a designer. You really need to know how to design, even if it's going to be just a basic aspect for social media. So you need to learn how to create content, especially on Instagram. Now we all know that video works well, so you really need to know how to create videos like this, how to edit, how to create reels, stuff like that, just for the basic level. And then if you want to offer these as services too, you really need to master these skills. So I wouldn't say that if you want to start that you need to be an expert. You don't need to be an expert. Just focus on what you know how to do. If it's data entry as an admin assistant, if it's just graphic designing logos, like I said, I started with. I didn't start out as as an expert. I started out just as a beginner. So just start with that skill you have, that service you know you are really good at, you feel you are confident at providing, you know, go all out and start with that. And then you continue to learn on the job, learn while you work with clients, learn with your mentor, and then you continue to upskill. And the best part about being a virtual assistant is that you can diversify, you know, you can diversify your offerings. You can start creating digital products like courses, you can start coaching, you can start creating digital, you know, digital products and selling them, you know, thereby, you know, you get to earn passive income. So it's it's a very rewarding business. So if you are looking at starting out as a virtual assistant, I would advise that you build a brand, you know, build a personal brand for yourself. Like I said, it's really going to help you showcase yourself as a professional. It's going to push you out there, it's going to help you network, bring in opportunities for you, you know. And then you also learn other things. You get to learn other things, like you can't be in social media and not learn how to market, you know, how to become visible, how to get your clients to you. So you get to learn marketing, you know, and then you can even offer that as a service. So that is just the best part about building a brand. You get to learn a lot of things, you get to learn a lot of skills. Before you know it, you start picking up skills because you learn branding. You have to put yourself out there when you're on social media. You also get to learn how to create content. So these things you are learning, the branding, content creation, marketing, you're learning. You can also provide that as services. So that's the best part. So if you are learning something for yourself, you're also learning it to also provide those skills as services for people out there who are always looking for a virtual assistant to work with. We have entrepreneurs everywhere and they are growing, rising in number every day. We have coaches who need virtual assistants, you know. We have companies, organizations who needs virtual assistant, people who can work remotely, you know, all around the world. So it is a viable business, it is a rewarding business. And then that is why I created my course, because I've seen a lot of virtual assistants who have started, they get overwhelmed, burnt out, and then they've left because they have not been able to thrive, because they don't have somebody to work with, a mentor who really show them what to do, you know. So that's why I created my course. So if you enroll in my course, you're going to learn everything you need to start as a virtual assistant, everything you need to build your brand on social media. And then there's a bonus of you learning how to also create digital products and sell. So it's really packed. It's really packed. I'm sharing all my frameworks, everything I've used that has worked for me. You are going to learn marketing strategies, you know, and like I said, all these skills you'll be learning from the course, this content creation skills, content marketing, content writing, branding skills, you know, all the templates you'll be getting, your onboarding document, your CV, your resume, your contract, you know, your portfolio, your packages. You'll be getting all these templates, you know. So it's really, you really need to join the course, and it's very affordable, you know. And then you get to work with a mentor, you know, you work with me one-on-one. If you enroll in the course, you get to work with me, and then you get to network with other virtual assistants that have already, you know, enrolled in the course, my mentees that have already enrolled in the course. And the best part is that you have access to internships and job opportunities. So what are you waiting for? Just click on the link, and then you will get to see the course curriculum, and then you'll get to enroll in the course. And then we have a support group, we have virtual meetings, you know, coaching, one-on-ones, mentoring, you know. And then you have access to the course at any time. It's self-paced. So I think this is the best you can give yourself, you know. Just stay in your house, you work with clients, and then you get paid. I think this is the best. And then you can do this with your smartphone, and you can also do this with your laptop. So I'll be delighted to have you on board. So if you have any questions, so please contact. I'm going to leave my contact, so contact me, and then I'll be able to respond. Thank you.